Hello there. Hi. So today I want to talk about treating yourself like you treat your child. So a lot of parents that I speak to are running unknowingly or knowingly sometimes double standards. And they're running double standards in a bad way. So they they know to praise their child for effort, not outcome. Because if we only praise our child on what happens, then if they don't win or they don't achieve what they're setting out to achieve, then they will quickly become um, uninterested in doing new things. So we know to praise them for their effort. Do we do the same with ourselves? No. We only ever praise ourselves on the outcome. And we don't do that very well either. We listen to that inner critic that isn't us. It can't be us because there isn't two of us, is there? I talk about the inner critic. Maybe it's easier to talk about the inner criticism, um, that voice in our head that isn't us, that voice that it it isn't us, is it? It can't be us because we're the ones that hear the negative voice in our heads. The negative voice in our heads sounds like us because it sounds like it sounds like us, but it isn't us. We're the one hearing it. That's the one that for some reason we listen to. What if that voice in our head could become a an opinion that we no longer value? What if we could replace What if we could replace the inner critic with an inner complimenter? How about that? An inner complimenter. Because I've heard this fantastic thing the other day. If we're going to talk to if we're going to talk to ourselves, we might as well be nice to ourselves. We might as well be gentle to ourselves. And I guess you're saying, well, how do I do that? Because who wouldn't like to be kinder to themselves? Well, I can't. It's one of those things that I can't sum it up in one sentence, other than to say to ignore it, to realize that it isn't true, to realize that it's lies, and when we see it as lies, not when as in once and forever, but when in the moment we see it as lies, then we don't ignore it because you see, you know how to ignore lies that you're told by other people. You don't need to be told how to do that. When we see the lies in the inner critic, then we don't need to know how to ignore those lies when we really see them as lies. So, how do we see them as lies? Well, it can't be true because it can't be true. It can't be you. You weren't born with that negative voice in the head. You were born without any thoughts in your head at all. other than give me something to eat, mum. Give me something to drink, mum. I feel uncomfortable because my nappy's changing, mum. Needs changing, mum. You wouldn't, that, it isn't you, that voice in your head. It isn't you, and it isn't true. See you soon. Bye-bye.